Okay, Siberia. What's the nickname for Siberia? Russia's freezer. So look at all those time zones. It's got the least amount of people, and again, it's actually losing people, which are people that migrate to the core for jobs, for opportunities. It's very rural, very cold, but it's full of resources. So again, this is the economy of Russia. We've got oil, gas, minerals of all kinds, diamonds, gold, silver, precious gems, all kinds of different minerals and resources. And it's frozen, so it's very difficult. We were kind of laughing about the ice road truckers, that it's very dangerous to travel on trucks, but that's would be the way to get things out, in or out, or maybe light planes. It's very difficult to travel and to truck things back and forth. It's just so very cold. And also, it's frozen, but permafrost is very, very difficult to lay roads on because it has a tendency to dissolve, and especially with any kind of warming trend going on, big holes can form, and you can actually fall right through them. They can actually catch fire too, because often there's a lot of organic material inside of them, and so once the freezing, starts to thaw and melt, methane gets released, and potholes form. So it can swallow up huge trucks, or can swallow up anything that goes over it. So yeah, so this is Siberia, and next we have
Far East.
the Far East. And many Russians think of the Far East as the place where they can go on vacation, because you see that is where it is the Pacific, and the very warmest and nicest, this would be Vladivostok, where it reaches further, a little bit further south, very close to Japan. And Vladivostok also, during Soviet times, what was that? It was a big
Port?
Yeah, port and Navy base. Yeah, it was a Navy base, and there were lots of stores, lots of military families. People were actually paid to go and live there and to work there. And yet, when the Soviet Union collapsed, it was decommissioned. And so now, a lot of the support, a lot of the money, the funding, the finance, the excitement, the stores, everything there kind of left. And so there hasn't been much action there. Yet, if you look at its location, and we were also, here's Guam. Now, Guam isn't on this map actually. I should draw it in somewhere. Probably right around there. But as you can see, we're only about a 3-hour flight to Japan, 3.5 hours, less to the Philippines. And if we were to fly to Korea, it's probably about the same as to Japan. And look at Vladivostok. That would probably be 3 3/4 hours, 4-hour flight. And that is not too bad. So in the future, trade partners could include China, Korea, and the United States, which is also not very far away. And so really, if trade opened to the Pac Rim, to all the countries on the Pac Rim, then even Australia, South America, then really this is poised for some really good trade in the future. Let's not forget one other sub-region, Transcaucasia. Okay, let's not forget that. South of the Caucasus Mountains here, we have 3 countries. And what are these 3 countries?
Georgia, Azerbaijan,
Azerbaijan.
Yes, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Armenia. So I did ask for your homework, your reading, to check out a few things about it. You're all looking at me like, what? can see you looking at me like, what? Also, that's okay. I'll just ask now. Of these groups, one of them is Christian and fled from a location in the Middle East that was close to Iran for actually protection from Russia, because Russia is Christian Eastern Orthodox mostly. Armenia, good. Let's see, there's another one that has had some tension with Russian troops going into the country because of Ossetia. There is North Ossetia, which extends across into the Russian border, and South Ossetia, which is in this country. And even though Stalin is from here, there's been some tensions with Russian troops going across the border recently. Georgia, good. And this kind of leaves, since there's only 3, it's not too hard. But I'll ask anyway. Which one of these has a port called Baki or Baku and has a lot of oil that used to be mainly traded with Russia, and now they're open to trading with other countries in Europe, in other places? Azerbaijan, good. Not too difficult because it was the last one. Okay, so those are our sub-regions. So that'll be it for today, and that finishes our Russian realm. Thank you.